I don't even know if these clips are gonna see the light of day, but I'm filming this for me, for my own journey. So just a quick recap. I am applying to audition for a full-time dance studio down in Melbourne. It's super scary. I think I'm a lot older than what usual full-time dance students are, but honestly, I need to give it a go for me. I've always loved it, and if I don't at least apply on audition for this school, I will regret it more than not getting in. But anyway, for this, it is currently Friday the 12th of April, 1:10 a.m. listening to Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I just got out of the shower because I washed my hair after I finished work at 12. So I got home, washed my hair. I'm going to go to sleep for a couple hours because I have to wake up, do my makeup, because I am heading to Warwick where my cousin is, because she's going to take a couple photos for a headshot that I need for my application. I'm so excited. But I will talk to you more and explain more about what made me make this decision probably tomorrow morning after a bit of sleep. But I wanted to start filming this journey. It is now 5:06 again on the 12th of April. I'm getting ready, doing my makeup. It's literally still dark outside. Today is the day. I'm driving out to Warwick, which is about an hour and 40 minutes away from where I am. It's like middle of nowhere, Australia. So I'm driving out there today because that's where my cousin is, and she has been doing photography for a little bit. So basically I need a headshot, which I do not have. And as much as I could take one with this camera and with my phone, I thought might as well get some more professional looking ones for if I do actually get into this course, I would have some on hand, which I think would just be handy. But just a little backstory. I have grown up a dancer. I have been dancing for as long as I can remember. I think I started when I was 3. I just could not stop moving as a kid. Yep. So mom decided to enroll me in this studio. I still have the video from my very first concert. I look back so fondly. I actually can't remember doing that dance personally, but from that video of that first concert, you get to the very ending. We've done the whole dance. We've got pom-poms. It's to a high five song. I'm in the middle row with the helper in the middle. I think there's helper, girl, me, another girl. The 2 girls beside me put their arms out with their pom-poms, so they're like spreading out like this. I, with myself, push through their arms and like whack open. So I'm like, look at me. I think that just explains it. I've had a bit of a dance journey. So most of the time growing up, I went to fun studios. I didn't know you could be graded in dancing. I didn't know there were exam classes. I didn't know about the different levels. Every studio I went to as a kid was a fun dance thing, because from my family, we didn't know anything about it. We didn't know that being a dancer could be a career. We didn't know that I would need these things. Do I have these things still? No, I do not. But technically they are preferred. Anyway, so basically what I'm saying is I grew up going to studios that were focused on fun. Then in year 6, I was at a studio, and this one was less of like this is only for fun, but there was still, as far as I am aware, no grading like classes. And for some reason in year 6, I was just getting sick a lot. Like I constantly had the flu. And so I ended up never knowing the choreo, and she just kept getting angry at me. So I ended up leaving that studio, and I think I just stopped dancing for a little bit. All throughout year 7, I didn't dance. End of year 7, started a new school, and I hear over the like loudspeaker at school, and they go, oh, at first break today, if you meet in the theatre, there'll be a meeting about all of the performing arts programs, and they mentioned something about an Eisteddfod team. I was like, oh, I haven't danced in a while, but like, why not? I'll just go. So I went to this meeting, found out there was like 3 different teams, 2 Eisteddfod teams. And so you had the audition day and everything, and I was just like, oh, why not? Did the audition, somehow made it into junior company. First time ever competing Like, I'd never competed before, didn't know it was actually like a thing in Australia. I remember growing up watching Dance Moms and The Next Step, and I was just like, I wish I could do that. Like, I would love to do that. So I joined this competition team, end up doing the competition team the rest of my high school. So year 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Obviously year 12 we didn't actually do any aesthetics because the year I graduated was 2020. So the studio ends up being the original first studio I went to, like the one that I have the video from. For me, it was just a bit of fun. I never really thought anything about it. Stayed with this team for 3 years. So my last year competing was last year. Last year, I also found another studio that did casual adult classes. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna start going here as well. Just that way I can see if I like it. So that way next year, because I had already decided early last year that I wasn't competing again this year. Loved the teacher, loved that we were actually doing tech, or like technique stuff and working on technique, because I wasn't getting that at the other studio. This year rolls around, I am not competing. I'm not at that other studio that I was competing at, and I'm just going every Monday to these casual classes. And I think because I took away the stress of needing to improve, I took away the self-doubt that was constantly being built by the team environment I was in at the other studio, but I was just doing it. And I found within this one term that I was at this studio without competing, I had improved in my dancing so much. So I start doing tap, I'm doing the advanced jazz and contemporary at this other studio. But just from this year, I'm finding that I've improved genuinely so much. So then I was looking into a school called Patrick School of the Arts based down in Melbourne. And a lot of the style that they work on is for musical theatre. They focus on stuff for musical theatre, which if I were to pursue a career in dance, that's what it would be. It would be musical theatre. So then on Monday, I just got to the studio. I was waiting to go into class, and on Instagram, it pops up at Patrick School of the Arts applications for 2025 were now open. And I was just like, oh my God, it's a sign. And then I kind of joked around towards the end of class. I was like, yeah, like saw that this school, the applications are open. And then the teacher was like, yeah, like you could totally get in. Like it's hard work and you have to have the right mindset, but you could totally get in. Because she's also been to full-time. She went to a full-time studio down on the coast. For someone who has seen me improve over the last year and a quarter, it was very, very much what I needed to hear. So I went and I looked and I went to apply. Then I found out I needed a headshot. So that's where we're at now. I am going to drive, get my headshot. I'm going to write my cover letter, and I'm going to prepare. Probably the next time you see me will be me actually applying once I have my headshot and my cover letter. Okay, I'm now home from my cousins in Warwick. We got the headshot. So this is kind of, that's what it looks like. Pretty simple. So I've got that uploaded. Just a little update. I ended up figuring out what I actually needed for the CV. It's kind of basically like a resume for your experience. I submitted it Friday night. It is now technically a week later. They send an email back like straight away being like, yep, application has been submitted. You should hear back from us in about 72 hours. So it's been over 72 hours and I haven't heard anything back yet. We did find out, they posted on their Instagram the date of the touring audition. So for Brisbane, it's early June. Honestly, been having a lot of self-doubt that I'm even going to get into the audition with my lack of training in some styles. I don't know, until I think I'm just going to be stressed and self-doubting until I get an email back if I get into the audition. I'm just going to stress and have self-doubt. Like even now I'm just like, I'm getting emotional about it because I want it so badly. I want to at least be given the chance to work for something in dance, and I don't know, I just really want it, and it will crush me if I can't even at least audition. If I audition, and I don't get in, that's different. I'll still be crushed, but I will know I was at least given a chance to be seen, to maybe have some potential seen in me. But if I don't even get into an audition, but the fact that it's making me emotional to even think that I won't be given a chance at an audition definitely proves to me that I do really want to. I don't know how much battery I have left on this, but it is Monday the 22nd of April, and I finally got an email back from Patrick School of the Arts for the auditions. So I at least got into the auditions. We have a group dance audition and then a solo audition. The dance part I'm now fine about. I'm not stressing about it. This is what it says. For the solo audition, we ask that you prepare 2 90-second cuts of contrasting songs in the style of musical theatre, pop, rock, etc., up-tempo/ballad, etc. You'll need to bring sheet music on the day, as we will supply an accompanist, no backing track, sorry, and 1 60-second monologue. Look, monologue should be fine. Monologue should be fine. I can't sing. I can't sing. This is gonna be fine. I really need to figure out what type of singer I am, like, to then find some good songs to fit my voice. Okay, so I realized it's been a while since I last updated you, not for you guys, but from my point of view. It's now the 11th of May. The last clip you would have seen was me getting the email about the audition. The audition is less than a month away. I think it's like exactly 3 weeks away. So it's getting close, getting scary, but I'm excited. I probably would have said that, like, I'm scared about the singing portion because I've never really sung before. But I have booked myself in for singing lessons. I had my first singing lesson on Monday and that went pretty well. We've kind of figured out my range, went through some vocal warm-ups and exercises, which was really good. I have another one next Saturday, so in about a week. So that gives me time to, like, go through the exercises and warm-ups myself, try and pick some songs. I still have yet to choose my monologue. I was meant to do that yesterday, but today, but I ended up getting called into work, so I didn't really have time to do anything because after that I went out to dinner with friends. So I still need to pick my monologue, but I have done singing lessons. I've started singing lessons, which I will hopefully continue, just depending on financials. Probably next time I update you will be with my final pieces for my monologue, my 2 singing pieces, and then yeah, like, the other stuff is just like a group dance audition as far as I'm aware, which has been good. Zara at the studio has been really pushing me with my stamina and stretching and strengthening and technique, which has been really good. Like, I'm dying by the end of the night, but I really do appreciate it and I can see the improvement happening, which is really good and making me a bit more confident for the audition. Hey guys, it is the night before my audition for Patrick School of the Arts. I'm staying at my dad's house because he is closer than I am to the studio that it's being held at. So if I was at home, it would take me like 50 minutes in the morning to drive, but here it's only like 25, so that's good. Less driving time in the morning. The audition starts at 8 a.m. I obviously need to make myself look presentable, so I'm getting up at like 5:36. So that's for the group dance portion, and then there's the solo portion for the song and monologue, and that is at 10:30 for me. So I luckily do have time in between to kind of just go over everything and re-rehearse. I have my 2 songs, obviously. I have my monologue. I did some more rehearsing of those today, so I'm feeling more confident in them. But I've had a lot of stress and anxiety this week kind of over the audition, but that is okay. That's normal. I had a shower. My hair's in braids just so it's easier for me to slick it back tomorrow morning, because obviously curly hair can be kind of hard to work with sometimes. Just working on my Victorian RSA well, just to keep my mind off things, and I need to do it anyway. I'm also a bit excited to get this audition over with, but all I can do is try my hardest and really kind of like push myself a bit tomorrow. It's the morning for the audition. Gotten ready, did some little bit of makeup, just did my hair in a slick back pony. It's kind of the fit, just some leggings, and I've got just little sports bra on underneath, and yeah. Okay, so I'm actually now home from the audition. I'm really tired, physically tired, physically tired, emotionally tired, mentally tired. Like I woke up at 5:30 a.m. for this audition when I'm used to like late night shifts, so it was a lot. The audition itself though went pretty well. I'm just kind of making myself look very presentable because I do have a heels dance class in like an hour and a half, which I'm a little bit too tired for, but like I already signed up to it and I want to tell my teacher how things went and all that good stuff. But the audition itself, the dance portion of the audition actually went pretty well. Like it was a lot more relaxed and chill than I thought it would be. It felt kind of more like a dance class than an audition, which definitely helped. Like I said, it felt more like a dance class than an audition, which definitely helped calm the nerves a little bit. I did like fall over doing a fan kick though, which was fabulous and not embarrassing whatsoever. One thing I'm not confident in is turns, but my turns were pretty decent for what we were doing. Like it was also pretty basic stuff. Like I was expecting a lot more harder tech that they would kind of like get us to do just so we could see to what level, but it was kind of basic stuff, so that was really good. Made me feel a bit better about my chances of getting in. The combo went pretty well. The first time I did it in a small group I did forget some of it, but I just gave it a bit of extra personality once I picked it back up, because that's fine. Then the second time I did it, I remembered it, which was really good. All in all, the dance portion went pretty well. The girls who ran it were super sweet, super nice, very like supportive, being like, no, that's okay, like give it another go. Take this as chill. We're not like testing you on stuff. We're just kind of, it's just to see where everyone's at. So that was good. Also kind of made me feel that like there is also a good chance of me getting in. The solo portion, the monologue went pretty well. I think I remembered it and I think I acted it out pretty well. Then the singing portion went as well as it could go. Like I'm not a singer. I had 3 singing lessons before I went in, so like it went as well as it could have done, but you could tell I was very nervous doing it, especially going in after someone who was going for the musical theatre course, and they were very like confident and like very extravagant from what I heard, because I was just sitting outside. So it was a little intimidating going after them, but I still did it. I did my monologue and I sang, and it's the best I could do. So I'm hoping, and I have there's like a part of me in there that's just like, no, you totally got this, like you're so fine, you're gonna get in. But also like I don't want to make myself believe I've got in, because then if I don't get in I'll be disappointed. So I have this thing, and I've always done it, I expect like the worst result, so then when the worst result does happen, I'm not as disappointed. It's like this fighting battle of like one part of me being like, no, you should be so proud of how you did today, like you did really well. They didn't test you on too much, like your turns, which you were worried about, was pretty good, your leaps were pretty decent and all that. Like you did your monologue and you did the songs to the best of your ability, like you should be proud, you should be confident that you'll get in. But then like the other half is like, but you're still not good enough. But yeah, that's how the audition went. I am very proud of myself for doing the audition. It's something super out of my comfort zone. I've never done anything like this before, with very little kind of like training beforehand, because like it was like a last minute like, I'm gonna apply for this thing, like it's shown up here, it's a sign, I'm gonna apply for it. So okay, so it is now the 13th of June, 12 days after the audition, and I finally have a response. And I got accepted. I got into it. I got into Patrick School of the Arts. Oh my god. I don't think you guys really understand how proud of myself I am and how excited I am to start on this new journey. There was a few days at the end of last week where I genuinely had this gut feeling that I did not make it in. Like, I genuinely had this gut feeling that I did not make it in, because I knew a girl who was also at the audition, and last week she got contacted for a second interview and I had not by the end of the week. So I was like, nah, that's it, they haven't contacted me, I didn't get in, they didn't blah blah. So I kind of had a little mentee be over 2 days. Like, I just couldn't do anything, barely got out of bed. I was just so devastated because I genuinely thought I didn't make it. And then woke up, technically yesterday morning, I woke up and saw that email and I just couldn't contain myself. I was like in my bed, like kind of like jumping up and down. I texted all my friends and family straight away, letting them know I got in, and the response from them was so amazing. I'm actually going out to dinner tonight with a couple friends, the ones I went to Melbourne with, just to kind of like a little celebration for me, which I'm really excited about. But it's just still to me a little unbelievable that I actually got in, just because I convinced myself so much that I wasn't going to make it, and the fact that I did is just astounding to me. So what I had the intention of making this video for was my journey on applying and auditioning and all that, but I want to document my experience doing full-time dance here in Australia at this specific studio, just because I haven't found anyone online who has documented their experience. There's obviously Active with Ash, who went to Brent Street in 2021 or 22, I think in 2022, and she documented her experience and her getting accepted, her moving over here, and that has just been like a rock for me throughout this experience at the moment. And so I just kind of want to put another person's experience out there, someone who is a little bit older, trying to get into this industry and just really putting their best foot forward. And so I am so excited. I'm excited to really start training properly in all the different styles, because I only do tap, jazz, contemporary, heels, and I'm about to start doing ballet more regularly, so I have some sort of knowledge before I go. But I'm so excited. I'm excited to get new tap shoes and new heels all prepared for next year, get some ballet shoes and stuff, just because for me those are things that are super exciting and fun to do. But yes, I am so excited to bring you guys on my journey with this, and I hope you guys enjoy this. I know it's not my usual content. I know most of my content has been book related, but while that's still a big portion of my life, I will be now from next year dancing full-time 5 days a week. It will just be such a big part of my life journey now, and I want to bring you guys along and let you guys see how I go. And yeah, so that is today's video. Very unexpected to you guys, but this has been going on for months. You're probably not going to see this until towards the end of the year, right before I move, which I'm also going to vlog my moving experience as well. And yeah, so I hope you liked today's videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.